Hello.
Hey, Danny.
All right. It is the lives. I suppose I should tweet this, shouldn't I?
You can if you want.
Just
Hi, Danny.
Hello, Mr. Shaved Person.
Maybe Basil
No,
will
he
get a
looks-
shave. Who
He
knows?
looks so weird.
No, Basil would be totally wrong with no beard.
He'll be so baby faced. Yeah, at least Basil will actually look like a baby.
Yeah, I mean,
I look old,
where are you going to put your flowers?
right?
Oh,
Well, Basil always has flowers in his beard.
So I've gone off keto, and I've been eating just straight garbage. And I need to stop. Healthy eating lifestyle.
Oh, somebody's cats are doing stuff.
yes, they are. They are in a mood today. It's like, Lord.
So, what happened about the job?
Yeah.
I do not say that on live stream.
I didn't know we were on.
Yeah.
Can we get is it a positive result or a negative result?
That's still live stream, dude.
She'd rather not say.
Because I don't know
Text
if
it to us?
I can after we go offline.
We'll talk after.
Yeah.
Alright, fine.
Because I'm not super open about that at my
Don't
current
push.
position, so. All right.
Does anyone there watch this?
No, but I do. My workplace's Twitter follows me on Twitter, so
Okay.
So there.
I don't know if they check out the pods or anything, or if they're like seeing what I'm doing off my, because technically, if I have anything about my workplace, I'm a representative and blah 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 blah, and
Right.
government positions. Yay! Alrighty.
Been there, done that.
Needs.
Yes.
Needs.
Oh, I need to do D20 here. There we go.
You has D20?
You always say D20. It's roll 20.
Roll 20. I don't know why I see D20. I don't know.
You've been a DM too long.
No, or not enough.
Roll a D20.
Yeah. Definitely not long enough.
Alright, we shall give Pokes a couple minutes to show up and, I guess, watch our insanity.
Sign in.
I give you guys an opportunity to get to D20.
Launch game. The game she has launched.
Buffa, buffa. There we go.
Banana hammock.
Banana hammock, what?
Okay.
Banana hammock.
Oh.
Just trying to help people decide on their, safe words.
That's a safe word?
It could be.
It could be. Do you say banana hammock often during sex?
I mean, it depends
Or
on what's happening.
at all?
Because if not, then it's a perfect safe word.
Well,
But if so,
you've never been to
then
my
it's not.
office.
Never been to where?
You got Todd from Scrubs just strutting around all the time?
Alright.
Alrighty then.
I am going to run to the restroom real quick. And Danny, I believe, is still eating. So we have a few minutes.
I'm going to be eating. Don't worry about it.
Alright. I shall be right back. Entertain the masses.
Talk amongst yourselves.
I have no beard, masses. It's gone. I'm not a new player. I'm the same guy. It did take people at my job like a couple looks at me to determine if I was actually just a new employee or if I was somebody that already worked there.
Had they never seen you without it?
No, as long as I've worked there, I've had a beard. I had that beard for over 2 years. So, and I'd only been working there for a year and 4 months. So, if I ever wanted to go, like, you know, run away from the CIA or anything, all I have to do is just grow my beard out for a couple years and then shave it again.
Curly fries.
Really, they sound delicious.
We're not being very entertaining, are we?
Yeah. The
Alrighty.
names that the fantasy name generator gave me for horses are questionable.
What? Who, huh?
I was using fantasy name generator for horse names.
Uh-huh.
There's 3 dictators and a semi-questionable racial name happening in the first ones that I gave me.
Just go with generic white people boy names. Like Jim, Tom.
Well, come on. I mean, the Mighty Nine named their horses Poop, John,
Water closet.
Toilet, Lou, Water Closet.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest.
Black Desert
Sam
Online, so I have
named them
to sell them
that.
to other human beings.
Didn't those like horses
All
get
right.
like abandoned somewhere?
Several
Oh,
times.
yeah, they're all dead.
The first set got
The
abandoned
Mighty Nine
somewhere.
are the #1 cause for wild abandoned horses. They'll probably
Also, they
like,
abandoned those big cats they got.
yeah.
They're
Probably
somewhere
like
in,
stumble upon some.
they're somewhere in
like,
Rosanna.
bandit.
Yup. The Mighty Nine is
probably-
like the poster child for a Sarah McLachlan animal shelter commercial.
They'll probably like stumble upon some bandits and the bandits will have found their horses and these horses will just start mean mugging the shit out of the Mighty Nine and they'll like do more damage than the bandits are doing. They'll start attacking the Mighty Nine and the Mighty Nine comes like, why are the horses so angry at us? We haven't hurt them yet.
Hey, at least they're not old people. If they were old people, they'd be dead.
No, that's only with the Vox Machina.
Yeah.
I don't think the Mighty Nine have killed any old people yet, or children.
That we know of.
They terrorized
Or that
some
they know
children.
of.
They terrorized some children.
Did they? When?
When they were in that city with Kiri.
Oh yeah.
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 I don't know. Maybe Kiri went back and killed those kids,
No, she's living with them.
and thus the Mighty Nine is responsible.
Kiri's living with those kids.
She might have murdered them.
Yeah.
They taught Kiri how to stab.
Yeah.
They checked in on her once, though, and she was doing okay. So
Yeah, she didn't turn into a sociopath.
Well, I mean, did they... I can't remember if she messaged Kiri herself or the family. I mean, if they messaged Kiri, Kiri can't technically communicate.
Well, Kiri can't talk. Message is mental.
True.
So, the race was cursed to not be able. Either they were cursed to not be able to fly and talk, or they were just cursed to not be able to fly. I can't remember.
Both.
It's talk. Yeah, it's both.
They can only imitate sounds that they have heard, but the more that they hear, the more they hear other people talk, they can put together. They can sentences using other people's words.
Yeah, it's basically Bumblebee from Transformers.
They're corvids in real life.
Those are some smart fucking birds. You do not want corvids as your enemy.
All right, let's go ahead
They
and do
plot.
this. Boom.
I'll tell their children that you were mean to them. They do. They demonstrate. And
Yeah.
his-
They teach their children. They steal your shit. But if you make friends with them, they'll bring you presents and shit. They'll protect you, like little kids who made friends with corvids. Like there's stories of where they were being bullied and like a bunch of like corvids got a bunch of other corvids to come and just like harass shit out of their bullies. It's crazy how smart those birds are.
Okay.
If I ever want to terrorize my roommate, he's got a deathly fear of birds. All I have to do is make some friends with some corvids.
All right.
Did he watch The Birds as a child?
Oh God.
I don't know. He just doesn't like birds, man. Anytime he sees a goose, he gets real quiet. He walks
Well,
really
admittedly,
far around
gooses
it.
are assholes. So
He's for the spawn of Satan.
They are assholes. I mean, I'm tentative around gooses too, but he takes
Look,
it to a. I feel like another
have you
level.
seen Unnamed Goose Game?
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
legit.
Regular geese have nothing on Canadian geese.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Then there's swans.
Oh, swans are even bigger assholes.
Swans are just as much assholes. Yeah, bunch of dicks. They'll fight ducks.
They'll fight anybody.
Like, you must fight. They're like, New Jersey people.
I'm walking here. I'm walking.
They're the New Jerseyans of birds. The Guidos of birds.
Anyway, we are the lives with our faces now. So, welcome viewers. This is session 56 of Esela, Power Within. Last session, if you watched, 75% of the party is unconscious.
Oh yeah, I forgot. We're about to die.
And has been unconscious for a majority of last session.
Oh wait, yeah. Mina saved our ass.
Yes. And another DM friend of mine who was watching made a suggestion after the fact, and you're lucky I didn't think about it.
That you could have curb stomped each of us into the fucking ground and murdered us all?
Yep. That the creature that Mina was kicking the crap out of could have just been like, oh, well, I can't find Mina, fuck these guys.
Yeah. As soon as we're on the ground and unconscious, any attack is 2 death saves. That's why I was like, I was thinking, man, I was like, Tanya's being really nice tonight because this could have been a TPK. It could have just been Mina alive.
I thought of that too.
I did not.
But I'm not Rod Woodruff.
And then we got to level 11.
When I was in college, he was the guy in the party that would always go, wouldn't it be funny if fill in the blank?
Rod.
And the fill in the blank was always the worst case scenario.
Anyway,
And the DM would go,
let's go around and tell the peoples who you are and who you play. Emily.
Hi, I'm Crimson Kitty, and I play Mina, a tiefling arcane trickster rogue. I couldn't think of the word trickster. And the daughter of the big bad man.
Indeed. Nancy.
I'm Nancy. I play Recall, who is a bard dwarf. and is currently unconscious.
Yes. Yep.
Hello. I am still that guy with that beard you saw last week. I play Basil Timbers, a gnome artificer, part druid, and I am also currently unconscious.
All right. And Denny.
And I'm playing Koltash Takarn, the half-orc paladin, and I'm unconscious for the fourth time.
Fifth.
You were just like waking up.
I'm a jack in the box.
Hey, backing out.
Yes. All right. So, who'd like to recap last session?
Well, I just gave my part of the recap. I went unconscious. I was up, 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 I went unconscious.
We are attacked by dog monster things. And they murderized everyone.
They really did.
Yep. And then
They also killed all the horses and destroyed the carts and all of the stuff.
Yep.
It's carnage.
Yep. And then one of Mina's father's emissaries, who was apparently controlling the dogs, the Renders, showed up towards the end of the fight to apparently get his ass kicked by Mina.
Who was cheap shotting the fuck out of him.
Yeah. Fuck your height ability.
Oh, but we leveled.
Yeah, they leveled up to level 11 after that.
So now I have reliable talent.
Get harder enemies.
No! We essentially died on that campaign.
So yeah. So Mina, you have some time before the rest of the party comes to consciousness. Is there anything you want to do? You've dragged them under what's left of the carts, and kind of got them out of the way. Is there anything you'd like to do before they wake up?
Is the emissary body there, or did it poof away?
It is there.
Okay, I would like to check the bodies and see if there's anything usable on the renders.
On the renders?
Yeah.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for the emissary, and then one for the renders. Alright, the emissary, a 19. Alright. You don't find anything really useful on it. It's not wearing anything. It's just a black, smooth, kind of like shark skin. Like, that's the texture that you get of its body. With a barbed, I think the tail is poison. Hold on a second. I think the tail had the poison. I'll double check. Yeah. There is, so you do notice, its tail is quite barbed, and there is an oily, substance secreting from some of those barbs. The renders with an 8.
Yeah, I don't quite know. I don't. So, reliable talent says whenever you make an ability check that lets you add your proficiency bonus. So, does that mean I have to be proficient?
Yes.
Oh, I just want to picture. So, yes, 8.
Okay. They look like weird, massive dogs. That's about all you really get about them. Their hide is very, very thick. Some of the coloring semi resembles your armor in that red mottled color, and nothing seems weird or off about them as far as like there's no poison glands or anything that you can see. So yeah,
I'm gonna take that dude's tail.
you're gonna take his whole tail, or just the
Take
tip.
the tail.
You take the tail.
Well, the tip of the tail.
Just the tip of
But
the tail.
like a bit, so I don't have to touch pokey bits.
Okay. How long do you want to take on cutting that tail off?
How long is it gonna take me to get the tail off?
Well, do you want to be fast about it, or do you want to just take your time?
I just want to be fast about it.
You want to be fast about it? Make a dexterity check. $20. All right. You have a short sword, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You take your short sword, and you carefully, like, grab the tail above the barbs, and bring your short sword down. Takes a couple hits, but you get a nice clean cut of that tail, so you now have the Night Gaunt's tail.
Hey, I'm gonna stick in my bag.
You stick it in your bag? Okay.
My bag, yeah.
Your bag.
Nope. Okay. I did to manager. See,
Alright.
that's all I really feel like I want to do.
Okay. So about 15-20 minutes go by after you've removed the Night Gaunt's tail, or the barbed section of it, and your party members start to wake up groggy, in a lot of pain, Koltesh in particular. Take it away.
Did anybody get the number of that cart that flew in the air?
Yeah, you guys wake up and you are under the carts.
I think it's the one above me.
Well,
How did we survive?
oh, you guys are awake. I shot him with arrows, and I put you under here.
We killed the last guy. with
There was a lot
arrows.
of hiding and arrows, and I might have used Koltash as a shield.
Oh, that makes sense.
Not true.
He's a big shit.
Definitely did that. But I think they're gone now.
Okay. I think all the horses are dead. And I think Bob is just not moving.
Yeah, I think Bob is broken.
I'm gonna climb out and check over Bob.
Bob is a...
Is he completely destroyed, or is he...
He is a mangled mess. He's still, like... You can still recognize it as Bob, but there are, like, the gears and pieces internally, like some of the metal plates were ripped off during the fight, and a lot of the internal intricate workings were damaged quite a bit.
Okay. So according to my thingy, if the servant is killed, it can be returned to life via normal means, such as with the Revivify spell. In addition, over the course of a long rest, you can repair a slain servant if you have access to its body. Returns to life with 1 hit point at the end of the rest. If the servant is beyond recovery, you can build a new one within 1 week of work, 8 hours each day, and 1,000 GP raw materials. Is it beyond recovery?
It is not beyond repair.
Okay. then that is kind of what I'll be doing. Yeah, that's what I'll be doing. Is it nighttime now that we've slept most of this time away?
No, it's still like midday.
Are we fully healed up back up?
No.
Or no? Okay.
You're at 1 hit point.
Then I will be using some hit dice.
All right. So you guys can definitely take a short rest.
That's very complicated. Hold on.
What's complicated?
I just have to remember how many HP I had last time because we leveled and so I fixed my HP.
Oh.
But I think I had 13.
You didn't take a lot of hits anyway.
I did not. That is true. 60. Because I also had temporary hit points that I don't think I used, so I actually think I was at 69 still. So I'll just not take the additional ones.
I forgot to level up.
Oops.
Fortunately, I don't have much to do at this level.
This is probably...
Although the nice thing is, I now have improved Divine Smite, so I get an automatic extra 1d8 every time I hit something.
Ah. All right. Make even harder
Just so you know.
enemies.
Oh, really?
Alright, I have used all but
We all
one
almost
hit.
died, and you want to make them harder?
Okay. Out of character, let's go ahead and look at why you almost died. You probably would have been fine if you had focused on one of the renders at a time.
Well, yeah.
Because they were pretty much, one just wanted to fuck up your carts, one was like, fuck your horses, and the other was like, I want to catch shit out of the air.
I should have been higher up in the air.
But somebody with their aura decided to get them all to focus on him.
Hey, it's not something I decided, it just is.
I think you could turn
It's
them off.
part of who I am. No, it's just permanent. It's on.
Yeah, it's always
I don't think
on. But you did have two of them that were not within your aura, and then you moved so they were.
Well, because that's my job, to keep everybody safe. And to attack things, because, you know, combat and kill stuff.
It's what you do.
It
It's
is.
how you roll.
It is.
Okay.
So I'm under the wagon, or the
You are,
remains of
yeah,
the wagon.
Mina took some time to drag your ass into the wagon.
Okay, so I come to, but my eyes are still closed. And I lie there.
So, also, when you guys do your short rest, I'm doing the Song of Rest, so you get an additional 1d10 of hit points back for anybody that can hear me.
Yeah, roll the hit die
Cool.
on Nancy.
Oh.
Roll the hit die. All right.
Roll a
Let's see what we got
1d10.
here.
I sit up slowly
1d10 coming up.
I sit up slowly and hit my head on the bottom of the wagon.
Yeah, you do.
I lie back down.
Okay, so you get 6 hit points.
Probably want to avoid hitting your head, big guy. You went down a lot.
Ow.
We don't have any horses. I'm going to disassemble Bob's legs
Okay.
and then basically scoot the bag of holding over Bob's body. Because as long as it can fit in the bag of holding can hold it.
I don't know that Bob's body, like the bag of holding's mouth, will get big enough to go around Bob's body.
I will try and break him down as much as possible to fit him in parts
Okay.
into the bag of holding.
That will take you the rest of the afternoon until nightfall.
I'm not leaving Bob here.
I could
That's
cast
fair.
mending on a part. I don't know if that would make a difference.
No, it's not going to help. I can cast that too. We'd be here all day. Just as much as me breaking it down, so if not longer.
Well, I'm an ex-blacksmith. I'm wondering it. Don't know if I have any like actual.
If I had help breaking it down, from recall, would it cut down the time?
Yes.
Okay.
I will do so then. Be
Okay.
happy to help.
So you cut down the time from 4 hours to 2.5, 3 hours.
Cool.
Just because of the complexity. While she's a blacksmith, Bob's pretty intricate.
Yeah, I would just
Yeah.
go use this tool here, crank this way, and it'll release this nut, and then flip that, and
Yeah.
pull off this part.
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
I say we find a cave. Somewhere to hide out, somewhere to recover.
This next roll is for my hit point increase for my level.
Okay. Not
So there's
bad.
an 8 plus 3.
Yeah, not bad.
Protecting average. I rolled one.
Yeah, Emily rolled a 1.
I think I've rolled a 1 every single time I've rolled my hit dice. For every single character I've ever had.
It's kind of sad. Sorry.
I should make the average. So, is there a cave around?
So that puts me up to 112. Okay,
Once,
now I'm going to roll hit dice.
go ahead. Once Bob is broken down, the sun it's casting the long shadows, from the upper portion of the world. So you guys can, make a. You can either make a history check for where you've traveled previously, or you can make a survival check.
I'll make a history.
I'll do history.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've got a. Yeah, I can do history as well. I've got a.
Oh yeah, it's nature now, isn't it? It's not survival. Wait. Is there a survival? Oh my god.
Oh, that's nature. Sorry.
Nature.
I thought that said history.
Ah.
Either way, there's a survival check. There.
Okay. You mean a history check? Wow. Mina, during the travels here to where you're currently at, not a whole lot of caves that you saw. It's fairly, and I say fairly flatland here. There are some raises, kind of like similar to what a sand dune would look like, but it's hard packed red earth, with a few scraggly trees and shrubberies coming up out of it.
So the best we could probably get is within the shrubbery. Yeah. We could go back the way we came.
You
Or
could
we
go back. You
forward.
could continue on.
Let's
see if we found anything else.
I can't remember how far I said you were out from the previous town, so.
I can't remember either. Either way, it's fine with me. We just need to find somewhere safe. Somewhere away from this battle, away from where these dogs, creature things were, away from whatever that fucking flying, stabbing motherfucker came from. Don't want to get stabbed again in the air. Wasn't pleasant. I'm lucky to have not fallen off Bob. Fuck. I mean,
so
let's go somewhere.
onwards, I guess, to find a place.
Sure. Let's keep walking forward.
Okay.
Since there's not really anything behind us.
Are you gonna scavenge anything you can from the carts, or?
I'm gonna take candy and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I'm gonna look for like travel rations and water.
Make an investigation check.
And maybe broken pieces of the cart as wood.
Okay. 17. Not too difficult. You definitely can find broken pieces of the cart. One of those vendors was really not happy with your cart, apparently. You do find the equivalent of probably 2 to 3 days worth of rations, or items that could produce rations. Like, there's still half a bag of flour, there's water on the sides in some barrels. So yeah, you can find about 3 days worth of food for the group.
Okay. I throw them in my bag.
Okay. Alright. And everybody is agreeing to continue on?
Sure.
I think so. Yeah. Coltash, you able to move, man? You're
Yeah.
gonna fall down again? You're gonna black out?
Not if
Alright.
nothing hits me.
Alright.
A windstorm and a grain of sand pegs him in the forehead.
A tumbleweed comes by and barely grazes his leg. He has PTSD and passes out.
I am doing a damage test to see if I did this right to add the radiant damage.
Did I collect any wood?
Yeah. You got enough for at least one campfire.
Okay, cool.
No, that didn't work. How do you do that?
You trying to add the damage to your weapon?
Yeah, I think I did it in the wrong place.
Did you click both damages?
Yeah, there's 2 options. There's 2 damage options under each weapon.
I did it in the wrong place. No worries. I made it more complicated.
Okay. Alright. So are you guys gonna follow the kind of not rutted but worn trail that looks like wagons have been down that way before, or?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or at least that's my plan.
It would seem
That
to be
seems
the
like a
thing
logical. It'll
Okay.
lead us to the next city
Okay.
or village.
Alright. So you go.
Be right back.
Okay. Alright. Wait for Jeff to get back. Right, Bobby. Yeah.
I think I did all my things. I realized I forgot to add my spell.
That's right. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
None of that. None of that. I just learned when we started that it was daylight savings. Maybe why I was very confused about time.
Yeah.
So it's like I swear I looked in the kitchen, it was 9:30, and then I came over here and it was 10:30, and my brain did not make that connection.
Yay, daylight savings. Why is that still a thing? Why is that still a thing? The weird thing was, I woke up this morning and I felt moderately okay. Now I'm tired.
Because you've been awake.
I don't want to be awake.
Okay.
Alright, maybe just pooping.
Oh no.
If he's not, I mean, who's gonna say otherwise? He's not listening to us.
It's true.
Although, Danny probably doesn't want us to talk about that since he's eating.
I'm sure he's heard far worse.
Yeah, probably. Bobby, what do you want? What? Alright, well, we'll discontinue. Jeff will be back eventually, I'm sure.
Okay.
So you guys do follow the worn path of where the wagon looks like it's traveled numerous times. Or a wagon has traveled numerous times. Or maybe several wagons. Who knows? Hey, there he is.
Okay. Did we find some to rest?
No, we were talking about whether you were pooping or not.
No, I was partying.
No,
Yes.
you just started. Basically, I was waiting for you to come back to start the travels down the trail.
Okay.
You don't find anything that first night, or as the night comes on. There are areas off to the side of this little worn trail that looks like previous campsites in the past have been set up. If you want to stop at one of those, you can, or do you want to continue through the night?
Let's just camp out.
No, continue through the night.
You want to
Rest.
continue through the night?
Need rest and recuperation.
Okay. Okay. So you set up camp in one of these little campsites. It's about 15 or so feet off of the beaten path. There is a clear like fire pit location where they've dug down a little bit and put some stones around the pit. There are some like chair height rocks to sit on. Probably not the most comfortable thing in the world, but better than squatting on your ass to the ground. That's what you guys like to do.
I guess.
What time is it of day?
It is
At
night
this
is
point.
night has fallen. It's you're basically traveling. You traveled a little bit by some moonlight.
Okay, we need to set watches and then rest. Who's in condition to take first watch?
I can watch first since I didn't fall asleep before.
I can take second
Okay.
watch.
Okay.
Okay,
I'll take third.
good.
All right.
Very good. Okay, I'm going to sleep.
All right.
And I just like pick a spot on the ground and I'm out.
All right.
Make sure you're face up, though.
Do you do campfire or is it a cold camp?
I say cold.
Yeah, I don't want to attract any more
Yeah.
unwanted animals.
Okay. Okay.
So,
All right. So Mina, first watch, 2 hours. Make a perception check because you're so perceptive. 11.
Hey, that's better than normal.
Is that something that you're proficient in?
It is not. Nope.
Okay. Clearly, because it's not adding anything. So you still can't percept.
I am still not percepting.
All
I
right.
didn't get any of them for percepting it for leveling.
Okay. Dan, I don't know if your internet's acting wonky or what, but like your camera is pixelating a lot today. Even though you have like full on connectivity to this call, so it's weird. So first 2 hours, aside from standard night sounds that you would hear, you can hear like the beating of wings, and you know, bats above you here and there. The sound
Definitely.
of some buzzing bugs, small roving like lizards that like to be out at night, but nothing too terrifying. Who is taking second watch?
I am.
Okay, so Mina, you go to wake up Recall. Nudge her awake. All right. Second watch, Recall. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please.
Alrighty. Perception.
12. Same thing. You can hear like bat wings in the air around you and above you, and some crickets, bugs, small scurrying lizard sounds.
Can I tell what direction the bats are going in? Are they all over? Or are
All
they...
over.
They're all over?
The standard, just doing the, oh, bug, there's a bug.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you got. Third watch was Basil. All right. Recall shakes you awake.
Wake up! Just kidding.
22.
No, like when you go to wake me up, I'm like, no stabbing. Okay. Oh god. I was dreaming about that fucker again. Dreaming his fucking tail.
I'm gonna need some therapy.
Probably. Let's see here. Does,
That and Coltash was like a zombie.
Slept right
Just
through
kept
it.
getting back up.
Does Basil have dark vision?
Yes. As a
Okay.
gnome and a deep gnome,
Okay.
I have dark vision.
Okay.
And for clarification, with my level up, I got the glasses of minute seeing.
Okay.
Nice.
But they give you let me read them out to you. They're called eyes of minute seeing.
Okay. Yes. What do they do?
Eyes of minute seeing. It's pulling up.
Actually, their eyes of minute seeing. You can only see for a minute, and then you go blind.
While you're wearing them, you can see better than normal out to a range of 1 foot. You have advantage on intelligence checks that rely on sight while searching an area or studying an object within that range. So they don't really help in this situation. Fine. I like flip down these like big ass like Coke bottle lens goggles, and so when you if anybody looks at my eyes, they're just like they're massive behind these goggles. They look like giant anime eyes.
All right. So with a 22, you hear all the things that Recall and Mina heard before you.
Lizard bugs,
amphibians, yeah, lizards and stuff. You also notice it's a fairly cloudless night. And the moon, while not full, is still shedding some light. So it'd be like it wouldn't be quite low light level, but it would be just below that. So there is some light going on. And every once in a while you see a shadow pass.
Does it follow the same pattern?
As
like I start watching the shadow. Does it have a tracking pattern? Is it circling us? Is it going back and forth and back and forth?
It seems to be focused on your camp area.
I start I go over to Coltash and I jostle him awake and I say there's something in the sky. And I do the same thing to Mina and Recall.
But
There's something in the sky. You should light a fire.
I don't think that's necessarily the best idea because it'll be able to see us and we'll have a harder time seeing it.
Well, it seems to be focused on our camp.
Well, let's wait and see if it does anything other than watch us.
Can I do like a investigation check just to see if I can, or a perception, see if I can spot anything?
Yeah, make a perception check.
Okay.
No. You can't quite tell how far it is up in the air, but you do see something, an unknown distance, passing between you and the moonlight, that resembles the creature that kicked the shit out of all of you.
Okay. I'm going to freak out a little. Okay, guys, it kind of reminds me of what we just fought. I'm not sure, but I think could be the same thing.
I'm gonna cast invisibility.
You're gonna cast what?
Invisibility.
Invisibility.
I'm a seal.
On your seals.
I'm a seal.
Okay.
How many was that considered a long rest at all?
You all watch as Mina oops out of existence.
I have no more space.
Long rest? You're not quite.
Okay.
Yeah. None of us qualify as having had one. Great.
Oh, we haven't had a long rest yet. Fuck. I don't have any of those spells.
Well, I'm going to go back to sleep. If it attacks, wake me up.
Alright. Coltash goes back to sleep. What about the rest of you?
I'm gonna keep watch on it.
Okay, well, means...
Because, well, I'm on watch. So.
Yeah, it's your watch. What about Recall and Mina?
Going back to sleep.
Wrong order.
What was that, Mina?
Oh, I did spells in the wrong order. It's okay. Cast a spell, yeah. I guess I'm gonna go back to sleep too.
Alright. Basil, you keep an eye on this thing in the air. And aside from spotting it, your watch seems to go by without anything happening. And you poke Coltash awake for the last watch.
Poking him in the face. It's your turn. The thing hasn't done anything.
In the face, really?
Like,
Yeah. Okay, so I watch. I look for the thing in the sky since we've all had it pointed out, and I keep an eye on it.
Alright. It kind of just circles your general vicinity. You still can't quite tell how far away it is just because of the sheer size of it. It looks like it's not a very big object up there. So you get the idea it's probably quite far away. Make a perception check. Just for shiggles. Yeah, there are sounds and stuff around you, but, you think they're probably the normal night sounds. Maybe. And, as your watch continues and eventually comes to an end, the sun crests over the horizon, and your, stones of life, the red stone, flares a little bit. As does Basil's, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's only me and Coltash that have it.
And you can continue on your merry way if you'd like.
So we've all had a long rest now?
You've all had a long rest now, yes.
All right.
Yeah.
Yay!
Alright, the spell's back.
You get half of your hit dice
Hit
back
dice.
every short rest. So half of your total.
Yeah.
I thought it was half of the total that you used.
Might be half total. Let's
Wait,
find
that's
out.
after a short rest, right?
Let's find out.
No, it's after a long rest.
A long rest is a period of extended downtime, at least 8
Ah.
hours, during which a character sleeps for at least 6 hours and performs no more than 2 hours of light activity, such as reading, talking, eating, or standing watch. If the rest is interrupted by a period of strenuous activity, yada yada yada, blah 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 blah, at the end of a long rest, the character regains all lost hit points. The character also regains
what I thought.
spent hit dice up to a number of dice equal to half of the character's total number of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
The character cannot benefit from more than one long rest in a 24-hour period. And the character must have at least one hit point at the start of the rest to gain its benefits.
I should hope so, because if it didn't have at least one hit point, then that would not make sense at all.
Well, it would be unconscious and stable.
Okay, so you're saying we get all our hit points back?
You get all your hit points back, but you only
Okay.
get half of your total hit die back.
Ah, okay, gotcha.
Yeah, and your spell slots and all your fun stuffs.
Gotcha.
All your fun stuffs.
Okay. So are we
Yes.
moving on? We're continuing to the next.
So you are continuing on.
Where are we with the grand scheme of things?
I moved the little square away from where you guys were at before.
Oh, okay, cool.
Which one is it? Shift, isn't it? Yeah, it's shift. Which one pulls the map over to the So you're about there in the grand scheme of things.
So, because we were going like.
Southeastish. Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So onwards to here-ish.
Onwards to the place with the stuff and the things.
Where
Maybe
Soldash was told to go.
buildings. Yeah. Alright, so you continue on. And as you do, since you've all kind of spotted it, the flying entity above you shadows your movement. Mina looks so happy about that.
Boo earns.
Hmm?
I said boo earns.
You travel throughout the day. Yep. A little less exciting though because you're on foot. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you continue throughout the day. Eating whatever rations you have as you continue. I'm assuming you're gonna like walk through, like taking breaks or just continuing on.
I'm thinking taking breaks.
We're not pushing it, but you could do a full day's travel as long as you're not like.
Yeah,
Oh, true.
You're not like hauling ass. You're not running.
Right.
We're not exhausting ourselves. I mean, we might take like a break here or there, but nothing too ridiculous.
Yeah, potty breaks and stuff. Behind the shrubs.
Buying more Mountain Dew.
Getting some
Making
Red Bulls.
Mountain Dew.
Okay. So you continue
Peeing
through the
my
day.
name into the ground.
You're gonna what?
Peeing my name into the ground.
Okay, Basil marks his territory
But you know that's what boys do when we pee outside?
in the most Basil way possible. Most Basil way.
Especially in the snow.
It's not
Gotta
snow.
write
It's
your name.
hard red packed earth. So you
It's
continue.
Like mud, so it's a mud name.
It's a mud name. So yeah, you continue throughout the day and make a perception check. Somebody.
Not me.
I'll do it. What is it?
A 12. As far as you can tell, you are not anywhere near that village yet.
Mm. I'm like taking my goggles off, putting them back on. These don't see for shit.
As you do that, as you take them off and put them back on, as you put them on, like, specks of dust in front of you, like,
Yeah, it does cut
just
up the-
magnify into, like, this huge...
Ah!
Take them off, there's nothing there.
Take 'em off.
Put them back down, there's, like, right there again. Yes. So you guys want to set up another camp, or push on?
Should probably set up another camp. I would think.
If we push on, we'll end up with exhaustion, and that's a bad thing.
Yeah.
Let's look for a camp.
Okay. Alright. So, as the sun begins to set and dusk settles over the land again, you do find another, like, pre-made or set up campsite where it looks like somebody who travels this route frequently has stopped previously in the past to set up a campsite similar to the one you previously were at.
Seems to be pattern forming. Perhaps a general stop that people take. I checked to see if that flying thing.
It has shadowed you throughout the day.
Right. We're
I am
being
going to
followed.
cast alarm on the campsite.
Okay.
You spell the door this time. Fine.
Alright,
It's
yeah.
20-foot cube.
Okay.
Too bad I don't have the sphere spell. Or the dome spell.
No. Okay. I can take first watch again.
I can too afterwards. I can
I'm
take
an
second.
alarm, not an audible alarm, by the way.
Let's just do the same watch as we've done before.
Are you designating anything to not set off the alarm?
Alright, us.
You, okay. And is the alarm mental or audible?
Mental.
Okay.
Last time we used this, we did audible, and it did not go well.
I can't remember what happened.
It was like the second game I was concentrating. We were in the
castle,
Oh. Okay.
the hideout.
Okay. So, Mina, you take first watch, yeah? Same order as it was before? Okay. Mina, you take first watch. Go ahead and make a perception check for me, please. 13. So you hear similar sounds to what you heard before. The flutter of bat wings, sounds of night creatures moving around. And your alarm. Ping, ping. Ping, ping.
Oh.
Ping. Ping. Ping.
Fine. I will redo
Ping.
the spell.
Ping.
To not include any of the things I can hear now.
Okay, what are you designating to not set off your alarm?
Us and bats and insects.
Okay, okay. Bats and insects, gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. Great. Ping. Ping. Ping.
Fine, I will undo my alarm.
You didn't mention lizards.
Well, there's not lizards
Lizard.
jumping in and out of the area every 5 seconds.
But, like, there's more than one lizard in the area. They're little night creatures that go around catching the bugs. The bugs weren't setting it off, the lizards were. They scurry around like little fucking geckos.
Just use another spell slot. You're on for SWAT show. You'll get a long rest and get your slots back.
Fine, I will designate the lizards as well. I will add them to my slots.
Okay. Okay. You
I
continue.
have the feeling that anything I add to this, we will continue to add things that things you are.
Okay. Recast the spell for the third time, indicating bats, lizards, insects to not set off your alarm.
Yes.
The ping's quiet.
Thank you.
The entity is still way up,
Hanging out.
hanging out, doing its thing. And your watch seems to go by without a hitch. Or at least after the third casting of the alarm spell. And you go to wake up Recall.
I kept hearing a ding, ding, ding.
No, you didn't. It was mental.
Okay.
Here's a
Oh, it's mental? Okay.
Yeah, can you imagine if she'd gone to sleep and like, ding,
Ding, ding.
ding. And Recall, you wake up, go ahead and make a perception check.
Alrighty.
Eight. You're pretty focused on the entity that has been shadowing you the entire, like, last 24 hours.
Okay.
And you drown out the normal buzzing of insects and everything else around you.
Gotcha.
Your watch goes by and you wake up. I think it's Basil.
Basil. Yep.
All right. So Basil, Recall nudges you awake.
I will, don't wake up suddenly this time. But I am, like, scanning the skies and the ground looking for that shadow.
Yeah, it's still there.
Can I put a rock in my crossbow and kind of track it, shoot?
Sure. So the range on your crossbow. 120 feet.
Yeah, with disadvantage. And then I guess 15 feet with normal.
So 8. You track it, shoot, your rock, and you lose sight of the rock as it goes out of your dark vision range. And somewhere in the distance, you hear something go and roll on the ground.
Oh.
Alright, so I missed it. I will just keep watch on it. Keep your ear out for any more of them. See if the shadows are multiplying. Yeah.
Okay. Just the one.
Okay.
And you complete your 2-hour watch, and you wake Koltash. By poking him in the face again?
No. I'll just nudge his shoulder.
I wake up less annoyed.
Ever so slightly less annoyed. Alright.
And I'd say to Basil, thank you for not poking me in the face.
You're welcome.
And then I watch the thing in the sky.
It continues circling. You're assuming it's watching you, watching it, watching you, watching it.
Mm-hmm.
Touching you. Touching me.
Watching me, watching you. There is nothing we can do. Watching me, watching. No, Ava? No?
I mean, I'm down for some Ava.
Okay, so I'm presuming you want me to roll a
You can.
I'm presuming you want me to make a perception check?
You can make a perception check, yes.
No.
There's a thing in the sky that you are absolutely 100% focused on.
Although I'm somewhat distracted by some thinking that I've been doing about family and relations and...
Okay. What have you been thinking?
Oh, just family and relations and what family means, because family is so important to me. And
have you worked out
my
any
mom
new
and my dad
connections and...
I think I might have. And I kind of go, oh God. And then just remain silent and stare despairingly at the sky.
Okay.
For the rest of my watch.
Okay. Sun rises again. Just this thing seems to just kind of be shadowing your movements. And you continue the next day on the track again. About midday-ish, you can see in the distance that there is now, you can make out some buildings against the horizon. In the general direction that the track is going.
During the day as we walk, I'm mumbling to myself. So, if that means Mina's my aunt, then Basil and Recall. Oh.
You hear mumbling
Basil.
in the back up. No, no, Dad. No.
Basil.
What?
Well, no, we're
What?
awake and we're walking. We're awake and walking.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. I thought this was on your watch. Sorry. What?
No.
You are.
I apologize for the way I've been treating you.
Okay.
Because you shouldn't treat family that way.
I'm older than by
Yes.
a lot.
But our parents, like the divine ones, are all brothers and sisters, and that makes you my cousin.
Interesting.
And you too, recall. Not that I think I've treated you poorly, but
No, you just, threatened to kill me.
so I'm
Several
sorry
times.
about that, cousin.
No problem, cousin.
I
Did you
pat
awkward
Basil
dog?
on the back, maybe a little too hard. Not intentionally, but just a little.
No, I'm used to it. I'm used to your heavy-handedness. At this point, you're just a strong guy, and I am weak, little baby boy.
Okay.
Basil is going to think upon this and try to deliberate if he should use it for nefarious means or not. Well, I wouldn't say nefarious. I'd say more like mischievous means.
Okay.
Nefarious
Keep in mind
implies
that while-
more of a...
Just remember that even though family means a great deal to Koltash, he was prepared to kill his brother.
Yeah, no. Basil's taking everything into consideration. It's just been a while since Basil's done a prank.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
Okay.
Yeah. Doot doot.
And we continue walking.
And you continue walking, yes. You don't quite reach the town by the time nightfall arrives. Do you want to continue on? You're maybe a couple hours away.
I don't know. What do you guys think?
What time of the day is it?
It's right now. It's hitting dusk.
It's heading dusk. Okay. I think we ought to try to make it to the town. Of course. Yeah. How much more time does it look like before we get to the town if we keep going?
A couple hours.
I think based on the welcome we had in the last town that we should go into it awake and refreshed.
Yeah, probably right.
What, you didn't like the merchant in the last town?
I wasn't there, I just heard about it.
No, you were there.
No, you were there.
You carried her
We
shit in.
visited two
Oh, that's
towns.
right, in the last town, I was thinking of the first town, sorry.
Where we had a candy mishap.
Well, we're not merchants anymore.
Okay.
No horses, no wagons, no goods.
which is
True.
So you're making camp?
I think so, unless anybody else disagrees.
I mean, camp's fine.
Okay.
Anybody? Hello? Bueller?
Bueller?
sounds like a plan to me. Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, so we camp again. Same watch rotation as before.
All right. So
Is that thing still following us?
it is still following you. Yes. So same thing as the nights before.
I cast alarm and include all the things as I did before.
How close on the map do we think we are to Bolex?
You were pretty much in between Kekzur and Volax. You've been kind of
So
making
where
a
that green
steady
square is?
southeast. You're kind of where the green square is, yeah.
Okay.
You've been making a fairly steady southeast push. So just kind of fast forward this, the night, same thing. The entity keeps its distance, watches, flies overhead. You go through your watches, night noises, all that fun stuff. All that fun stuff with nothing really happening except for the creature still there, still shadowing you.
This damn creature. If I'd Bob, I'd take it out. I've been. It said 8 hours. I'm gonna start working on Bob tonight, at least little bits, so that way
You're gonna get 2 hours of work on him, okay.
each of the pieces. I'm gonna work on each of the pieces individually, and then take one, time to put it all back together.
Okay. Okay. So you get a couple of the pieces mended up. I'm assuming you're using the mending spell. Yeah.
I'm using my eyes. So I think these goggles I have are gonna be good for like tinkering texts.
Yep.
Because they let me see shit that's really tiny.
Yep. Yep.
So.
Okay. So yeah, with the goggles, you can even notice that there's like some micro fractures or cracks in some of the gears and some of the parts that you were previously thought were not quite as bad.
Broken.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So you get 2 hours of that done. Wake Koltesh up for his watch, and the following day you make your way into this town. How are you going to approach?
I'm going to have keep the big cloak on with the hood up and be Aunt Mina's bodyguard.
I am gonna look before we get too close to see if I see anyone that looks like they might work for Medayad.
Okay. Make a perception check. 15. Okay. Look at you percepting.
I percepted something.
You percepted things. So as you guys move closer, it's still fairly early in the day. And Mina, you can spot some children running into one of the buildings. One of the children looks very nefarious. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it seems like it's a normal day for the folks here. Kids are going to what you perceive as school. There is some workers heading out to you're not sure where. As far as anybody that looks like they work for your dad, just a thing that's been following you for ever a day.
Do we have a plan for what we're gonna say when we go in here, since we don't have wagons anymore?
This is your home territory. You know the lay of the land here better than we do. I'll follow your lead. Recall, Basil?
I
along
can't
to
speak the
right,
language. It's gonna have to be
Yeah.
Mina. Mina has to lead.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. I can't communicate with any of these people unless they speak common. So
Me either.
Exactly.
Mina, you gotta get us to a hotel or something, or an inn, and then possibly directions to Volax. That's where Koltash's mom said we should go.
Did she say Volax or did she say here?
Well, she said in the direction of Volax, southeast.
No, she pointed the direction you've been going is southeast.
Yeah, and that was Danny misunderstanding the direction at the beginning of the journey.
So where are we supposed to go?
Somewhere in this direction, specific point unknown.
Well, let's get it in, and maybe you can ask your mom again for better directions.
If anybody asks, we can just say we're going to Volax.
It's early in the day, though. Why should we get it in?
Somewhere to hide, because that thing's following us. Is it still following us now that we're in the city or the village?
Well, you're not in there
Yeah.
yet because you haven't decided what the heck you guys are gonna do.
Well, that thing's still following us. We could keep going past this place. We don't have a lot of rations left, so perhaps we should stop and get some rations.
I'm going to. I mean, there's not much around here in this emptiness outside of town, correct?
No, it's very similar to an American desert.
We in Arizona,
Okay.
yo.
So I'm
Pretty
just.
much.
Is there anybody behind us or ahead of us on this trail
Make a
that I
perception
can
check.
see?
Nope.
Well, then I'm just gonna just step to the side of the trail and drop down on my knees and pray to Mom.
Okay.
And pray to Mom for guidance and direction.
You, like before, feel a disconnect or less presence of your parent deity, and asking for directions. There is no indication.
No feeling of a direction like I had before.
No pull in any specific direction.
Do I feel any sense that perhaps we've arrived at where we were supposed to go?
No.
Okay. Well, I thank her anyway. Maybe she's taking a bath.
Was that Mina?
Were all the children tieflings?
Where what?
Were all the children tieflings I saw?
For the most part, yeah. You did see a couple that were difficult to determine because they were more fleshy toned.
Okay.
I get up and say, well, I couldn't talk to Mom. I got no sense of direction, so maybe we've gotten where we were supposed to go. Maybe it's this town. I don't know for sure. Maybe she was taking a bath. Sorry.
Well, shit. I can't talk to my dad.
Well, Mina.
He's fucking useless god.
Can I use minor illusion to make it look like they have tiefling horns?
Your companions?
Mm-hmm. Not totally change their appearance, just...
Let's see here.
Would a gnome tiefling be a niefling?
Yeah, I can certainly try and talk to my dad, but...
A nopefling?
The duration's only 1 minute.
Okay. Yeah, that wouldn't work then.
Oh, I could have taken the spell Alter Self, but I didn't. I took the spell Invisibility.
Invisibility is more in character with Basil anyway. Recall, are you going to pray to your dad?
I can, yes. I think that's probably not a bad idea. I can give it a shot.
Okay.
There we go. Do I need to roll anything, or?
Nope.
Just, okay.
Just, what are you saying?
Let's see, how do I want to put this?
What is your prayer, basically?
My prayer is basically, I don't pray to you often, but we're here and I could use some guidance.
Having not prayed to your deity parent in the past very often, and not being an overly religious bard, I don't believe. You don't necessarily understand the connection, or never really felt that strong connection with a deity before. So this disconnect that is there, you don't feel it because you never felt that connection you had, or that
Gotcha.
connection before. So there isn't really an answer. You don't have any sense of loss that Koltash has when he prays to his parent deity.
Okay.
So it's you don't get any pull or feeling as to what you should be doing, or any kind of indication that you're on the right track.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay, so I have a plan. If Basil can cast invisibility, I can cast it on me, Koltash, and Raquel. He can cast it on himself, and we can go. That gives us an hour to walk through the city to determine what we need to do in the city.
Yeah, an hour. That's not that long.
Hopefully we'd be able to find an inn or see if what we need to do, maybe?
We still have to figure out what to do with this tail. Like, do we just keep walking on to Volax? Because I don't know if this tail is just gonna, like, see that we went into the city and then, go back to wherever it came from.
I don't think it will go anywhere either. I don't know what he is going to do.
Well, I'm up for not sleeping on the ground tonight. That's just me.
Alright, well, then I guess we can just go in and look for an inn. Or see what...
And then you can go out and go shopping for us. Or, you know, one of us could go with. I think I could cast invisibility again for that.
Yeah. So we can, or I can cast invisibility on them. I'll stay at my normal self, and then I can go get an inn. Put you in the inn before you uninvisible in the room.
Okay, so you guys are going into town. Invisible, not invisible.
I'm going into invisible.
So you're
I'll
cast.
cast invisibility on Basil and Raquel then.
So
Thank
so
you.
Mina is
Cold
walking
Dash
into town
and
alone.
Raquel.
Yeah.
Basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
to Mark.
Oh, hang on one second.
I'm not invisible.
I casted invisibility on you. Did you not want to be invisible?
You did?
Yeah,
Oh.
she's.
No.
I
she's
thought
I
you
can
said
cast it on
Raquel and
myself.
Basil.
Yeah, it was going to be. I thought you said Basil
Oh,
and
okay.
Raquel.
Oh, I'm sorry, not Basil and Raquel. Sorry, Coltash and Raquel, because Basil is already... He and
Gotcha.
Basil is-
Okay.
That's my bad. Sorry. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, it's concentration, so you can only cast it on one.
Oh, shit.
It's okay.
Do
I
have
thought you could do 2 if it's a high enough level.
I don't have anything higher than
If it's cast at a high...
spell slots because I'm
Ah.
a rogue. So I can only cast it on one person. I'll cast it on Raquel and have Coltash go as my bodyguard.
Okay.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, that's good because then I only have one spell slot.
All right. So, Mina and Coltash walk into town with Basil and Raquel. Same pace, slightly behind.
I'd say
I'm
same.
slightly behind.
I'll be same pace.
Okay. What about Basil?
Same pace.
Same pace? Alright. So you guys walk into town.
I'm keeping an eye on the thingy.
You know thingy. Okay. It is...
Is it changing behavior as we're walking into town?
It is... No. It is still mirroring, your movements. Let me make sure that I'm...
And it hasn't changed any behavior since we all went invisible except for Mina?
Yeah, and Coltash.
Nope. Hold on, let me make sure. Let me make sure.
Okay, while you're making sure, I will be right back.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, it does change its movements a little bit. It begins to follow after... It kind of follows Mina and Coltash. But at a further distance. Like, it's still hovering back to where you two had turned invisible.
Okay.
So you guys walk into town, and Coltash, you have your hood up. Okay. You guys make your way in. There is it's a little bit bigger than the previous towns that you had stopped at. There is a little bit more business going on, more movement. There is a couple more buildings on the little road through, and there is an intersection. So there's a T intersection, cross intersection, kind of in the center where it actually breaks off, and you have another section of this little town. Within the middle of it, there's a well, which you hadn't seen in the previous towns, so you're not sure where they got their water from, if it was like off the side or just out of the way. But here there's a well in the center where it seems like it's probably a meeting place for people, and there's some movement going on around the well. There is that you can see one or two tieflings there. There is a dwarf there that has shock white hair and beard.
We're in the bar.
Nope, you're still walking through town.
Oh, okay.
There's a dwarf with shock white hair and beard.
Yep.
Oh.
Is it a tiefling dwarf, or is it a dwarfling or a dwarf?
As far as you can tell, it's just a dwarf.
It's just a dwarf.
Make a perception check, though.
All right. I don't want to say anything and break my invisibility, so I can't,
You.
Well, I don't want to give away.
All right, Basil. You're looking at this dwarf, and you can see the hair and beard are shock white, but there is what you can see, just the faintest tip of like a black horn-like material protruding from the hairline.
He's got a little bit of tiefling in him.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's a deepling.
Does he look familiar?
No.
Okay. All right. Then I'm going to continue towards the inn.
Towards the end. Okay. You continue and you can find what appears to be what this town would call an inn. It is also it looks like it's a mix of tavern and inn. Towards the center of town, towards near the well.
All right. So I'm going to go in and go up to the bar. Whoever looks like I should talk to.
All right, you make your way up to the bar. There's a couple stools. It's not a very big establishment. At least this area is not a very large establishment. It maybe seats 20 people comfortably. You walk up to the bartender at the bar, and standing behind is a deep red-skinned man who is average height, average build. He's got his back to you currently while looks like he's kind of like checking off some inventory.
Okay. I kind of stand there quietly and wait for him to turn around.
Alright. Several moments go by. And as he finishes, he turns and sees you and a little surprised and terribly sorry, I did not hear you come in.
Sorry. Yeah, I didn't want to bug you. You look like you're busy. I was wondering if you have a room to rent, possibly 2. So my bodyguard here doesn't need to share a room with me, but we can have one if you want.
He doesn't really have to look at anything. He doesn't take long. I'm absolutely. We have 2 rooms definitely available.
Excellent. Can I purchase said rooms?
Yes, you may. It's not, and he continues on like it's not, it's actually quite unusual that we have travelers. So,
yes.
if you'll give me about 10 or 15 minutes, go up and make sure that their accommodations are acceptable.
Okay. Thank you.
And he walks out from behind the bar. He kind of leaves everything, just walks up the stairs, just goes, walks up the stairs. You can kind of hear, like, the telltale signs of, like, sheets snapping. You know, you shake them out real fast, and you snap them, and you hear it from, like, different areas. You kind of make out that it's coming from different rooms where he's clearly going through and making sure the rooms are not dusty and the sheets are been fluffed up and not dusty themselves.
We're all staying in one room.
Sure.
Sleepover party.
No, I mean, I got 2 rooms.
2 rooms. I feel like I could get 4 rooms for 2 people. Okay.
You probably could have pulled off some shit like, about 10 or 15 minutes go by and he comes back down. Is there anything you want to do in that 10 or 15 minutes time? There's nobody else in this room.
We have 10-15 minutes till he comes back up.
Yep.
Did he say that?
Yeah, he said give him like 10 or 15 minutes to make sure the accommodations are acceptable.
Oh, okay. Alright.
Well, you didn't understand that, but Mina did.
Yeah. Did Mina relay that to us?
Yeah, once he leaves, I'll say he'll be back in like 10 minutes. Once he's upstairs.
Is there a ledger? Like a
Yeah,
ledger?
he had put down what he was working on. Just below, like underneath the bar.
I want to flip a couple of pages.
Okay.
And write "see more butts" into the ledger.
In common. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. So you write "see more butts" on the ledger. In common. All right.
Yep.
Okay. Absolutely. Anything else?
No. Wait till he comes back down, I guess.
Okay. Was it Danny? Did you want to add anything? Because I think you're muted. I saw a mouth movement, and that's about it.
Nope.
Okay.
No,
All right.
I'm just being. I thought I was going to say something. I was like, no, I can't speak the language, and I don't know what was said. So, it's like,
Well, I mean, she relayed that he'd be down in like 10 minutes or so.
right. But, I mean, I'm bodyguards, so bodyguard doesn't really need to say much.
Okay.
He's there to.
Guard.
He's not there to converse.
There to guard.
He's there to look imposing and intimidating, which
Okay.
hopefully I do.
Okay. So after about 10 or 15 minutes, yeah, the proprietor comes back downstairs, and as he does come down, and you notice this as he was going up, his legs, not normal looking. They're very, like, animalistic. They have the knee goes back the other way.
Your goatee.
Goatee legs, yes. And he comes back downstairs and moves back behind the bar and says, "Well, I believe the accommodations are acceptable." And produces 2 keys, and says, "That'll be how long do you plan on staying?"
Probably just one night.
One night? All right. 5 silver for the 2 rooms.
I give him 5 silver.
Okay. And he kind of looks at you and says, "So what brings you to our small? What? I don't mean to seem rude, but we really don't get a lot of travelers and visitors and."
I was on the way from my town down to Bolax to do some shopping. I don't get to go very many places, and for my birthday, I was given some money so I could go to this fancy place and get fancy dresses. So I'm really excited.
You're going to Volax to shop.
Yes. Mm-hmm. People have to buy shit somewhere. It's fucking towns.
True. He kind of looks at you a little strange, like that's quite a ways. That's a good ways to travel for just 2 people.
It's okay. It gives me something to do. Otherwise, I get real bored.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. Here are your keys. Enjoy your stay.
Thank you. I hop down and like go upstairs.
And she scurries the stairs.
I follow.
You follow. What about we'll call on Basil.
But I
Quietly.
Oh yeah.
don't scurry.
You don't
I follow
scurry,
too.
yeah, no. You don't scurry. Okay. So you guys make it up to the 2 rooms. It's the 2 rooms are across the hall from each other.
Okay.
Doors facing. It's like directly across the hall.
So I open both doors and then give Voltashmer the keys. And then I wave everybody into one room.
Alright. The rooms are very simple. There is like a single-sized bed. On one side, a small wash basin next to it with a trunk at the end of like the foot of the bed where you can store any of your belongings should you want to. And that's about it. And it's just big enough for 4 people to stand in there, with one of them being a small size.
Did we get 2 rooms?
We did, but if we need to converse, it's hard to do that across 2 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 2 of you were invisible, so getting 4 rooms would be really
what
weird.
What about the does the window? Can I look out the window, see if I can't see the flying bird thing?
Sure, make a perception check. 11.
That is a negative. Bam.
Yeah. You look out, and the window of this particular room doesn't face out the way that you had come from.
Okay.
So you're just staring at sky.
Gotcha. At any point, during our travels. Because we
Mhm.
walked for like 3 days.
Yeah.
Did we not see
No, it was
the flying?
constantly there.
That's crazy. Alright.
Why is there a fucking ice cream truck?
Is that what that is?
Yes! It's like,
To capture small children and sell them to the Republicans.
it's barely 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Who fucking wants ice cream?
Me? I want ice cream. Anything with brownies, please.
It's 70 degrees here, so.
Why is it colder in Atlanta than it is there?
Because we only have 2 seasons.
So do we!
It's really cold and it's really hot. There's no in between. All right. So, do we want to? What do we want to do now that we are here?
Yeah, you kind of siphoned everybody into this one room. What are y'all doing?
Well, you said that the creature that's following us won't stop, so if you want to go out and get us some more supplies for walking, I recall and Coltash have both consulted their parents, and apparently we're still going the right way, maybe, or we don't know. I could see if my dad's got the ability to give me the insight to create a device that, like, you shake it and you ask it a question and it tells you perhaps the correct answer. And we could ask that. Yeah.
Except for you
I don't
can't
think
see
this
yours
one
because
works
you're just broke, isn't it?
Mine's broke, and it's also just computer words. So, I see. Read the fucking manual. That is what I got from my club.
Where do we go from here? Read the fucking manual.
Sounds about right.
What it told me.
Sounds about right.
All right. So let's speak. Okay. What are our goals here besides following what we're being told? We threw stuff at children. We were coming down to kill the big bad and then decided not to. Was this our last thing that happened?
Well, we came down to kill the big bad, but we realized we're not strong enough to kill the big bad. I don't think we could take your dad on. So we asked Coltash's mom where we should go, and she said go southeast. Or go south.
I specifically asked if there were some sort of artifact or something for those of us that didn't have one. And we were sent in this direction. Because Recall doesn't have an artifact.
I don't.
Yeah, you do.
And
I do?
Claudia's has been taken. I have mine.
And I have mine.
What?
I believe yours is your armor.
Who? Me?
Yeah, Recall has your armor.
Armor of the artist.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought I just had. Okay.
Why
do I not know that? Okay.
But that being said, since my father was stealing artifacts, there still was probably one out regardless, and we would like him to not have as many as possible. So, if this is where your mom said there was an artifact, we should probably look around for somewhere where that would be held. Like church? Maybe? Question mark? No, there would be churches.
Mina, you're going to have to take the lead in this because
We could go
you're the
to-
only one that
we
can
could-
communicate.
Well, yeah, but I still need help to know what our plan is. I can't just make a plan.
Well, we could go to Volex.
Well, why
and
not?
We could
That's what I
kill
do.
The yellow demon.
What did you say, Basil?
I said we could go to Volex and we could try and kill the yellow demon. I believe his key should be with him.
Yes.
I think
Yeah.
the last time he showed up, they used his key to escape. So,
And we also need to find the red,
um,
green, and blue demons.
we could go kill Volex, and that could lower your father's power some, and help alleviate some pressure off of us, and maybe get clues as to where the rest of the demons are at, such as the purple demon.
Yes, which would have Claudia. Stop.
Yep. So that's an idea. And it could give us an idea of possibly how strong her father might be.
Okay, so we are here because
Well-
it was magical items.
It's a god, so I don't know how you're supposed to kill a god.
We have his key. You have his key.
Yeah, but what am I gonna do? Walk up to him and go, click, unlock his death? Just like, oh, gone.
Just poke him with it. It'll be fine.
Bye bye, god.
Okay, so
Hold on. So before Claudia was captured, I can't remember which one it was. Somebody was given a vision of a scroll written in Celestial that Elaine, the NPC, translated. I think it was Recall.
yeah, it was Recall had the vision.
Recall had the vision where you saw a spell written in Celestial that was then translated by Elaine. I haven't written that up completely yet, but essentially that spell you have is a incantation for trapping a demonic entity, or in this case, a divine entity, within an object.
Okay, cool.
So we need to get within range, cast a spell, and trap his ass in a key.
And the casting time is several rounds.
Okay. So
Um,
all can't die.
So, we need rations. So it can go out, and I don't know if anybody wants to come, and they can be visible, and we can look for any evidence of demons or the relic items while we are walking around, getting stuff, getting rations.
Okay.
And our choice is either we go to Volax and take out the yellow demon, or we go to Kexer and take out your father.
The other portion of that spell, because you guys definitely would have read it by now, is that whoever holds the key, making a high enough, what would it be? You're basically asserting your will over it.
Intelligence, wisdom?
I guess like a high enough charisma or persuasion check
It's definitely not me then.
over it. You can essentially control the entity that's trapped. Which
So
is
we go
why
trap.
every time you've seen a demon, there has been a mage of some sort with the key. As essentially their wrangler.
So what we do is we go get and capture Mina's dad. Then we take Mina's dad, kill the rest of the demons
Yeah, we can
using Mina's dad.
So to Kickstarter then afterwards. Let's.
But we were led in this direction. We shouldn't leave here without trying to find what we were sent here for in the first place.
Yeah, I mean, we can look, we can check.
My mom wouldn't have directed me in this direction. There's got to be something here or past here.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Mina, ask for like locations of like weird powers or strange things going on.
Okay. Well, does anybody want to go and
monsters
go to
protecting-
the store and look for these things?
Well, I'm going to be going with you because I'm your bodyguard.
Okay.
So Basil and Recall can maybe look around invisibly.
I'm gonna
But in the
find a way to the
meantime-
roof.
Mina, we should go shopping at the very least, but while we go through town, keep our eye out for anything that looks unusual or out of the ordinary in the buildings. And then if we spot something, maybe go investigate it, after we shop. But we have to shop at the very least.
All right.
And get more rations and things.
Invisibility on those two is probably gonna got about 20 minutes on it.
Okay, I will cast invisibility again on Raquel. I don't know how many spell slots Basil has.
I have 3 for that.
Okay.
I was gonna use another one to go to the roof, find a way to the roof, and keep an eye on El Birdie.
Okay.
Well, don't waste the time you have left on this one. Use it up and then recast it.
Of course.
Okay. So
We'll head out.
Basil is going to the roof invisibly to scout the sky for the entity. Mina is going shopping with me as her bodyguard, both of us keeping our eye out for anything unusual in the buildings or the people. Recall is maybe going to shadow us, at least for a short ways.
And then look for other things at the same time.
Okay. Alright, so Basil, you head up to the roof. We'll go ahead and cover that real quick. Okay. Make a perception check.
Okay. And I'm like, even though I'm invisible, I'm assuming there might be some like eaves or like
there's
triangles with like windows, and I'm kind of hiding in
there's
shadows.
areas where you can kind of take a little cover. 23. 23. All right, the entity that has been shadowing you is shatting you. It's been shatting you.
William shattering you.
Yes, it shat you out. No, it the entity that has been shadowing you is making slow, lazy. I can't click on that because it'll fuck up my cameras.
I just said I'd be right back.
Okay. It is making slow, lazy circles between where you and Recall went invisible and the town.
Cool. Alright, that gives me an idea that it can't see invisibility, and it's not sure where everybody is. Cool.
But it's still a good bit like high in the air.
Okay. Hey, I'm gonna stay up here in one of the shadowed areas with kind of like my hood up and just kind of
Keep an eye on it.
staying in the shadows. Yeah, keeping an eye on it. Even if my invisibility drops, I'm gonna stay like just hidden in the shadows, keeping an eye on it.
Okay. All right. So then, Mina and Koltash go on a shopping trip with Recall Invisible Toe. All right. So you guys make your way back downstairs. There's the same deep red tiefling behind the bar. There is 1 or 2 patrons now sitting at the bar, enjoying a glass of something. And what appears to be a light noonday meal.
Okay. I just waved to the bartender and leave.
Okay. You wave and duck out real quick, and before he gets a chance to wave, you're gone.
Yeah. And then look around for a like general store, but also while we're doing that, we're looking around for any place where there would be like an odds and ends or evidence of magical items where they would be held.
Okay. There is a general store. It is also in this square area, where the well is. It's catty corner from the tavern. So you make your way over there.
As we walk, I'm already starting to, not obviously, not going, but, looking for anything that seems or strikes me as unusual or out of the ordinary in the buildings and the people and the actions people are taking, anything.
Okay. So what you can see is it seems like it's a fairly normal town. People are going about their business. There doesn't appear to be anybody doing anything off, as far as you can tell. At least in the short distance to get from the tavern / inn to the general store. Alright.
Okay.
So you make your way into the general store, and there is a dwarven-looking individual. And it's the individual you saw earlier that has the shock white hair and the little black horns peeking out ever so slightly from his hairline. Kinda standing near the counter, and as you open the door to enter, you can hear a little bell go off, and he glances towards the door, and in Abyssal, hey, can I help you? I believe you're muted.
Infernal.
Infernal, sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I can't speak Abyssal. I say, we need some rations for a few days' trip.
Ooh, okay, anything in, just the standard tack, or...
Yeah, that's probably fine.
Ooh, okay, and he kind of glances at Koltash behind you, whose hood is up, and... The big fella, eats that too. I'm assuming you're together?
Yeah. He's a lot. We should probably get extra.
Okay. So how many rations you're looking for?
Let's get 10.
10 rations. Okay. And he kind of goes to where the rations are at and looks at it and says, well, I guess you're gonna clean me out. My normal shipment hasn't arrived.
Oh, no, that's not. Is this okay? Do you have anybody waiting for some?
Oh my god.
No, can't say I do.
Okay. Well, thanks. How much?
It's the standard price. Whatever rations are.
I was like, I don't know.
Fucking remember.
Whatever's in the book.
Whatever's in the book.
Hold on. I'm pulling up the
Rations. Why is there no price?
Yes.
You.
There's no breath.
Well,
Good job.
fuck you thing.
I think I hold on.
Nothing like
Cost is 5 silver pieces.
per what?
Alright. That's the yeah.
It's per day, right?
Rations. Yeah, it's for a whole day.
Okay.
It's 5 silver pieces for 1 day's worth of rations. So she's
you're
getting 10 days
getting-
worth of rations.
Yeah, you're getting basically 10 rations is 1 ration is 1 day's worth of rations per person. So
for us, it's basically 2 days.
Yeah.
And then we'd
Well,
have
it'd
a
be-
half day.
5 days. No,
There's
shit.
4 of us.
Yeah,
There's
about
4.
2.5 days.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
So it'd be
but it's 50 silver.
So 5 gold, basically.
50 silver. So I hand over 50 silver.
Okay.
Thank you.
And as you're doing that, it's like, are you looking for anything else?
No, we're just passing through. Is there anything interesting around anywhere that you would recommend I check out while I'm here?
Guess that depends on what you're looking for.
Stuff that you consider unusual, like I can't think of the word I'm looking for.
Oddities?
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. Curiosities, oddities.
Well, there's an old biddy that lives out outside of town that collects some relatively strange items.
Oh, excellent.
She's quite the cranky bitch, though.
Oh. Maybe we'll stop by anyway, though. Do you have just general directions on where I can find her?
Yeah, I think she's out the east of town.
Okay.
Just look for the creepiest fucking tree you can see.
To the creepy tree. Oh, thank you so much. And then we go out. And
Okay.
we'll spend the next however long. Well, I don't know.
I'm carrying all the packages.
Do we want to go to the tree now? Or should we go get Alice?
I think we should get the others.
Okay. So, for a little bit, we look around and see if there's anything else in the area that looks
Okay.
like
It's
interesting.
a fairly standard town center. You've got the inn and the general store. There is a shit. No, I can't think of a word. a textiles type store that looks like it probably sells some clothing for male or female, so not any specific type thing. And then a small the other corner has a small like bakery on the corner.
Okay.
And then you assume the other buildings on these streets are probably housing of some sort.
Okay. Since we don't seem to see anything that would give us us to believe we could find anything there, the magic items, I guess we'll just head back so we can tell Basil what we saw or what we learned. Not what we saw necessarily. About the tree.
Okay. So you guys head back. Basil's still on the roof. Basil, you catch out of the corner of your eye that it's kind of hard not to miss Coltash. Because it's fairly fucking large. Returning to the inn.
Okay. I'll sneak back in and then cast. Well, I'll try and sneak back to the room without casting invisibility.
Okay. There are a couple of like the peak windows that come out of the roof. On the roof, which is one of the things items you've been kind of sitting behind. Do you want to try one of the windows, see if you can sneak in?
Mm-hmm.
Actually, you know what? I would probably say that you probably use one of the windows to get out, because otherwise your short ass is not getting on the roof.
No.
So yeah, you make your way back in. You make your way back in, and meet them out like in the hallway, outside of the two rooms.
Cool. I will, wait for them to come back.
Yeah.
So I pull him back into a room again. Close the door. And then so apparently there's like a really mean woman with a weird tree that seems like maybe that would be somewhere that we could find something that Coltash's mom maybe sent us here for.
Okay.
To the east.
So we need to go out of town?
Yeah, I don't know. Do you want to do that tonight, or do you want to wait and rest, and we could go there?
There's no point in waiting. We might as well go check this lady out while there's still sunlight. Also, that bird thing is a little confused. Okay. Because we went invisible and then only you two came into town, so it keeps making circles back and forth between the town and where we went invisible. So it can't see invisibility. Keep that in mind.
Oh, that's useful. Very useful.
So if we want to lure it down to the ground, 3 of us invisible, do that. Kill that sucker.
Okay. Well then do.
Yeah, it's good. Just go do this thing.
Okay. Is Raquel back?
Raquel's been following you, as far as I know. You're muted.
I'm muted. Yeah, I've been with you the whole time.
Okay. I wasn't sure if you went off. How much time do we have left on the invisibility spell then?
It's about to drop.
Okay. So
Because I'm
before
assuming you didn't
well, or when
recast it
drops.
until it was gonna drop, until it dropped. So
Yeah.
it's about to.
So if we head out again, I will wait until it's right about to drop, and then I'll cast it again so that she's invisible as we continue on,
Okay.
or continue to the tree.
Okay.
I guess we're going to the tree.
Okay. I think that's probably a good place to call it for this afternoon. And I can prep a crotchety old bitch for next time. So, my normal demeanor. Great!
Shush.
So that's it for us this afternoon. Thank you, Awabajack and Matt Aquila for the follows. Didn't want to, break anything. The immersion. But if anybody's not aware, they are from Weeble's community. Mr. Weeble, if you don't know who that is, give him a follow. He's
Hi, Weeble friends.
He's a fun person to watch and hang out with his community. Anyway, we'll be back on the 22nd. With a crotchety old the bitch that they're gonna meet and see what the fuck that's all about.
She better give us stuff. We gotta steal it.
She gonna give you a soup kick in the ass.
Better not. She better not give me a kick in the ass.
With her crotchety old foot.
Sleight of
Bury
hand
it
is
ankle
not
deep.
one of the things I took.
What was it, Emily?
Oh, I didn't do proficiency for my sleight of hand because I didn't think I'd be stealing a lot of things.
Yeah.
Mostly hiding. Mostly
Okay,
hiding. Not
okay.
stealing.
So, let's tell us who you are and where we can find you on the interwebs, Emily.
I'm Grimsky. You can find me here on Twitter, and I don't really Instagram, but I'm there if you want to look at nothing.
Nancy?
I'm Nancy. You can find me on IS Chicky Poo. Also on Xbox under Giggling Dig. And I think that's about it.
Jeff.
Hello. I am not on the internet. Except for here. Every other Sunday. Playing this game.
And Danny.
And I'm Tunarth in Twitch chat, and I don't really do much on the internet at the moment, except for this, which hopefully you've been enjoying, our bleak little excursion through the arid wastes of the Netherward, going from frontier town to frontier town and being stared at by people.
Well, it's always fun. Alright, we're gonna do a raid. Because, Miss Caitlin Sculpts is online doing a sculpture of Mr. Bean Bobbler Body. I don't know what the hell it is, but it looks interesting to watch. So, watch. I can't do it. I don't even know what program she's using, but it looks really complicated. So, something I would like to see. So, we're gonna do that. We're gonna raid. Anyway. So, yeah. Back on the 22nd, I think it's 22nd? Right? Yeah, we're back on the 22nd. Until then, guys, we'll see you later. Have a good 2 weeks until we come back.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Internet.